besties, welcome back to yet another YouTube video. This one's going to be basically a get ready with me while I answer nursing questions. I asked you guys on Instagram and TikTok if you can just give me some questions that you would like me to answer, and I'm gonna do that while I get ready. I went ahead and washed my face. Now it's just time to prime my face and then do my makeup. Big fan of serums, guys. Especially because I'm on tretinoin, I really need some good hydrating serums, and this one does the job. And my skin is sensitive. My skin is so sensitive. Study tips and management for balancing school and personal life. So let's talk about that question. That stereotype about how you can't have a life during nursing school literally is so unrealistic. I think it needs to go out. I feel like I have proven, and other nursing students have proven, you can have a life when you're in nursing school. You just have to learn how to plan everything out accordingly and correctly. I'm also going to be using the Daily Brightener Serum from them. So what my best tips would be to honestly get a planner and plan out everything as early as you can. So if you see your syllabus, and if you know by the end of the semester you're going to have a final, make sure to try to start studying a couple weeks before that, and try to get all your assignments done ahead of time if you can. And I don't like to cram. I like to do things ahead of time. But my planner is my best friend. I really advise you to get a planner. Planners are amazing. Even if it's like a written planner, you want to give, or 80-20. You want to give 80% of your time to school and then 20% to your social life. You still want to enjoy life while you're in nursing school, and it could be harder said than done, truthfully. But you want to enjoy life and enjoy the stress and chaos that nursing school might bring you. Also, I'm going in with my first aid intense hydration lotion. I am a big believer in 80-20, and you get all your work done for the day, and then you deserve to go out at night if that's what you want to do. Or you deserve to get all your studies done for the whole week and that Friday take off. And it's just, you have to learn how to plan everything out and do your assignments with time. Another question asks, what is the hardest skill check off for nursing school? And honestly, I would have to say mine would be like the head to toe, because there's so many different skills that go into that and so many different things you have to check. So even though I passed them every semester, but the head to toe check off can literally be stressful. I don't know, it's stressful because you have so many different things you have to check when it comes to it's literally a head to toe assessment. You're checking the whole body, and then they time it. Mine was, I think, 15 minutes or 10, one of those. So that would be the hardest one that I would say. The next question is, any advice for answering NCLEX questions? Whenever I actually answer a question for school, on a test exam, or just in general answering questions, I always go through each answer and see why it may be correct or why it may not be. You see how your questions, sometimes they have rationales? I do the same thing, but in my head. So I'll be like, this is wrong because this isn't that. Oh, I'm also going in with my Elta MD tinted sunscreen. I always rationalize in my head why something is or isn't rationalized, and I think that actually helps. Instead of just picking something and then just moving forward with it, I'm like, okay, this answer is wrong because it said to turn the patient every 4 hours instead of 2. And then for select all that apply, I always use the method true or false. If the first half of the question is correct, but the second half is wrong, it's wrong. They love to do that to trick you. So I'll just use the true or false, and when I'm answering, select all that applies. Another question was if I'm planning on going back to school to get my BSN or my NP. And honestly, I'm going back to school to get both. So when I finish my ADN program in April, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to school to get my BSN. My goal is to get my NP. I don't know what I will specialize with my NP. That's a great question. We're gonna figure that out eventually. But I want to get my BSN, and the reason why I did ADN is because I know that most hospitals, they pay for your BSN. So I just want to get a job, pass my ADN, pass the NCLEX, and then have the hospital pay for my BSN. Another question was if I'm working as a nurse extern. I tried to get a position as a nurse extern, but they're not hiring until the end of January, so that's a little hard to do. Let's start with my makeup now. But I do want to become like a nurse extern in the hospital that I actually want to work in. I feel like it's a great way to like slip into the nurse role if you can get like a CNA or PCT type of job. So that's what I want to do. But hospitals are not hiring right now. So, or maybe the hospitals around me are not hiring. My acne has gotten so much better, like absolutely better, thanks to tretinoin. But I still have tons of spots on my face that are annoying. Another question asks, did you get to do the white coat ceremony in your ADM program? And no, we don't, unfortunately, but we do have a pinning like a couple days before graduation, which I'm really excited for. That I'm actually super excited for. I saw my friend's pinning a couple days ago. She graduated and it was it was so emotional. So if I wanted to cry during hers, imagine me in my own pinning. Like, I'm gonna have to wear waterproof everything because I'm gonna cry through my eyelashes, cry through my eyeliner, cry through my whole foundation, everything I'm gonna cry through. But we don't get a white ceremony, sadly, but we get a pinning, so that's something. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild translucent powder to just set a little bit of that concealer that I put on. I don't do my makeup that often because, like I've said before, like I have acne prone skin and I'm always afraid that like doing my makeup will cause me to break out, and we don't need breakouts. I have gotten some questions about like how to study for finals or how to study in general. My best advice to study for finals is to honestly focus on the things that are not your strong suit. So I always focus on cardiac because cardiac is not my strong suit whatsoever. Like, nothing about cardiac is good, or GI. GI are the hardest ones for me. But if you ask me about respiratory or anything else, like endocrine, I don't know why, but endocrine just comes so easily. And I know a lot of students, like, it doesn't come that easily when it comes to endocrine, but for me, super easy. But GI, that's a whole different story. I cannot with GI. So study your weakest links, and then if you have time to just refresh on those that you already know. My best advice for you guys is to study a little bit every single day. A little bit every day, like 30 minutes. If you can study for 5 minutes, that's better than not studying at all. Just to refresh yourself, and you'll be surprised how much you actually retain by the end of the semester. The next question is, can you work while you're in nursing school? So I currently don't work, but that's just my choosing. I'm very lucky that I don't have to work. But I know other students that do work, and honestly, they're doing just fine. You can really work. It's gonna be a little harder, but I know tons of students on my TikTok and just my personal life that do work. It is hard. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, it is hard, but it can be done. So you can work when you're in nursing school. Next question was how to be confident in nursing school. Honey, I am still trying to be confident to this day. Like, I do not know. Like, I am trying to be confident. And my best advice is fake it till you make it. Like, literally fake it till you make it. Because if you are doing a skills checkoff and you mess up, you have a better chance of getting away with the mess up if you like keep going and like are like, oh my god, you know, like if you don't bring any action to it, then being like, oh my god, I messed up. So it's easier to just fake it till you make it. I'm not even confident to this day. Like, I am almost entering my 4th semester of nursing school, and I'm not confident at all. I look very pale, but that's because I have no bronzer on or anything. It looks so much darker on camera, but I promise you guys, it really isn't that dark in person. I love blush. Like, blush is my thing. Okay, I am absolutely in love with blush. If I had to pick like 2 products, it would have to be mascara and blush. Trust the process. Using the MAC highlighter, I look like a doll. That's what I look like. I usually use gel for my eyebrows, but I ran out. Convenience, I know. So I'm just going in with my little like eyebrow brush. I love mascara. I feel like mascara brings your whole look together. I cannot believe in a couple days I'm going to literally be 21. Like, time needs to slow down. Time needs to literally slow down. Like, who told the universe that I want to be 21? I didn't. And then my plans for Christmas are to go to Disney. The 24th, we're going to Disney, my family. My boyfriend's coming on the 23rd on our anniversary. And then the 28th, my birthday, and then we leave to New Jersey on the 29th. So I have a really packed like winter break. Thankfully, I've been taking the time like this week to sleep in and catch up on my sleep and just catch up on being lazy. Because as a nursing student, you cannot be lazy during the semester. Like, I feel like there's this nursing student guilt that nobody talks about when you want to be lazy during the semester, but you just can't. Because of that guilt that's in the back of your head, like, you should be doing more. Now that I've moved to Florida, I want to go to New York so bad. For what reason? Like, I used to live in New Jersey, and I could drive to New York anytime I wanted to. I could bike there, like, bike over the bridge. I could take a ferry, and I would never. But now that I don't live there anymore, I have this fascination that I have to go to New York. But I lived right in front of it for 7 years. But I think it's just because I don't have the availability of actually going now. I'm also going in with the MAC lip balm. I recently bought this and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite purchase that I've done. And like I said before, I'm not into makeup. Like, not at all. And I hate lipsticks and lip gloss that are so drying. But this is perfect. And the tint. Oh my god, guys. I dyed my hair today. I dyed it black. I love black hair. I don't know what it is, but the color is just so pretty. And it makes it look like my hair is like not damaged when in reality it's actually really damaged. So I just love it. Oh my god. You're gonna sit there and tell me this doesn't look amazing? Who are you lying to? Guys, stop it. Stop playing with me. Who am I? This is why I love black hair on me. Like, come on. Can we take a moment for the hair? Stop. This hair looks so good. I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching my video. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, on TikTok. I'm always connected there. If you have any questions, you could always DM me. I'm always answering DMs. And I love every single one of you. And I hope you guys have a great Christmas and a great New Year's.